Alright, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Quincy, and we are back with the final perk out of Dredge's teachable perks for the perk build series. And for the perk we have today is Septic Touch. So Septic Touch, the land of shadows subsumes all, healing only delays the inevitable. When a survivor performs the healing action within your terror radius, that survivor suffers from blindness and exhausted. This effect lingers for 10 seconds after the healing action is interrupted. So it's basically like Fearmonger for healing in your terror radius. You know, I think it's a decent perk. You know, it goes really well within like a hit and run punishing build, because if your terror radius just pops up and people are healing, or you have sloppy and nurses, this fits really well with this build. So you can just go for the kill. You can sneak up on somebody, get your terror radius there so they're exhausted, and then no dead hard, no none of that, no sprint burst, and go for the kill. And to combo with this perk, we have agitation, so we can move people faster to hooks, and our terror radius gets bigger while we're moving people to hooks. So basically, while with Septic Touch, that'll make our terror radius 44 with agitation. And then that's a big area of effect, and depending on the map, you know, it'll work. With also Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, so that they suffer from hemorrhage and mangled until they're fully healed. So it's basically like sloppy butcher when they get unhooked, and if they're healed. So it's basically like a choice, right? This is in my opinion how you use the perk. They either don't heal and can continue repairing gens at the same speed, but just staying injured, you know, makes it harder, and it's a dangerous game. Or they heal, you know, they're safe, but they repair gens twice as slow. You know, that's in my opinion why this is a good perk, and especially if you could pressure them really well as killer, you know, you could force people off gens. The game slows down tremendously. And to combo that too, we have nurses. Nurses is basically just to confirm that we are getting Septic Touch value. That, and also during Nightfall with Dredge, Dredge is undetectable, so we won't get any type of Septic Touch value. So we'll basically be using nurses in the Nightfall to sneak up on people and to confirm where people are, basically, because we can teleport, we can bounce from locker to locker, and we'll get nurses inside the locker. So if they're near the locker, we'll see them healing. So I feel like all of this combos really well with all aspects of his power. For add-ons, we have the Broken Doll, so our Nightfall lasts a little longer, so we can get a little better, you know, get more value out of nurses, sneak up on people, see where people are. And Malthinker's Skull, because we basically want people to be injured. We want people to be trying to heal, because Nightfall, it increases Nightfall's charge speed by 66% while survivors are injured. So it makes it so we get Nightfall really, really fast. So, but with that out the way, let's see how this build does. I think this build is going to work very, very well. Let's check it out in game. Alright, so I'm a poo-poo butt McDoodoo head Spazertron, and I forgot that my mic didn't record, so I'm going to commentate this post-editing. So we are currently walking around. I decide to look at Killer Shack, because it's Sanctum. I'm pretty sure they'd spawn across the map from me. And there's gen noises. I see the Steve vault the window. And the first chase begins. I place the remnant at the window. He doesn't vault it, but I teleport back. He spins me. I get the hit on the window. And then I catch him at the round, back around Shack, but I'm pretty sure he has dead hard, and he definitely does. And he drops Shack pallet at 5 gens, which is beautiful. I lost him. I'm like, he's surely gonna leave. Caught him at the end of Shack. Alright, so this is where the build comes in. Agitation. We'll get to a Scourge Hook. Now this build is kind of like a snowball-y build. Like once you get a couple people with Gift of Pain, that's when the build basically like goes into effect. I was like, there's a lot of gen progress, so there had to be 2 people there. You know, one to like run away and maybe one to like try to sneak and do the gen. But I head back to the hook because I saw the Leon. Right now I'm just trying to injure people so that I can get Septic Touch value. Alright, so he hit that fast vault. First gen is done. So we are looping Shack. He makes me way through the bush. Just good. These guys were pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. But send me with the pallet. I think I lost my bloodlust from that. But he vaults. Gain my bloodlust back. Hit him. Now I didn't see any nurses, so I'm unsure of what it are. If I got Septic Touch value, but I placed the remnant down and hit the Steve. First Nightfall has started. And right now we're not getting any Septic Touch value, but this is where Nurses comes in with his power because I'm undetectable and the survivors can't really see. That's why the Leon just ran into me. Break the pallet. And then now I know that the Scourge Hook, closest one, is kind of far. This is why agitation comes into play. We head over here. I finished the second gen. Haven't teleported to a locker at all this game until now. We break out of that, break this locker. But it's already really too late. They're not gonna go up there. See, like maps like this where they have like very sparse lockers are like good against dredge. I placed a remnant, but he's just not gonna vault the pallet. So this is a really safe pallet, so I just break it. Alright, continue to chase onto the next pallet. He instantly drops it, place the remnant down. I lunge too fast. This Steve is actually really good. Like he's a gamer. So we got the game in. I'm like, all right. I just decided to bloodlust him because he's mind gaming, and I don't want to like if they're really good in mind gaming like that, then they'll just infinitely loop you. But I would end up bloodlusting at some point anyway. Hit him. So now this is where it really comes into play because 3 people have Gift of Pain. One of them's still injured. And the Yuichi is healed right now, but he's slow. Wait, did we hook the Yuichi? Or is it the Leon? It's the Leon. Though I might be wrong. I might sound him down. But they finished the 3rd gen. He instantly dropped that pallet. I tried to mind game it because I'm a gamer. But I got him. Nightfall is about to commence once more. Chase him. No, I don't think I hooked him. I think he's the last hook. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's Leon. So right now we got Septic Touch value right before Nightfall started, which was amazing. So they're exhausted. Carry him to the Scourge Hook because this is Gift of Pain is so good because it can slow down an entire team. Yeah, I hooked the Leon. So Leon is slowed down. He's repairing gens 9% slower. This is Christian Dio. He did hard, man. My smack. The Z-wall. I got stuck. That's fine. Z-walls are really small, and Dredge's lunge is kind of, it's a little different. I feel like it's really long. It's kind of like Nurse in a way. I could try to carry him to that hook, but I just have agitation with the distance, and if they have borrowed time, they'll both all take hits and he'll wiggle. Vaulted into me. I'll take that. And then I kind of don't want to go for the Leon. I would grab him. I'm chasing him. I see where everybody is now. The aura reading for Nightfall is so good. And this map is good too because the dead zones are so dead. But he's running. I heard the Steve's running away too. But he double backed. I auto aimed onto the tree, which is magnificent. We got him. So now he doesn't have Gift of Pain anymore. But that is fine. We will go really quick. Okay, so Steve went to go pick up Yuichi. See, now I don't know if Gift of Pain ends if they go down. Like if they're injured and get hit again, if Gift of Pain just goes away. Like I want to do some testing with Gift of Pain. Because Gift of Pain is a little weird. I know if they're fully healed and they have the slowdown, it'll go away. Miss the locker. But if they're injured, there's like the hemorrhage and stuff go away. Or the effect. Teleporting, always teleport. I always try to use 3 teleports and look. Because that charges up your Nightfall. Just sitting in a locker charges up your Nightfall too. Teleport, lock. If I would have teleported to the other locker first, because survivors have been, a lot of them are starting to know that you gotta. Oh, I got stuck. I know that you gotta lock only one lock in a group, but we got the Yuichi. Pick him up, take him to the Scourgy hook. Walk past the locker for some reason. Steve with head on. I got totally punked right there. Teleport. He double backs. He heads upstairs. Alright, got him. Yep, because I know he doesn't have Dead Heart, and he's exhausted right now from head on. That would have been, if I would have teleported to that would have been a free grab. It's like, I feel like, as if you're playing against Dredge, like, unless you have a perk to be inside of a locker, you wouldn't be in a locker. So we're teleporting, and I see his aura. Alright, and now we started gaming. Back, we smack him. Everybody's injured now, so my Nightfall is going to charge a lot because of Malthinker's Skull. But Leon's going good. I do the double back, the Oxstarver mind game I learned. He double backed a lot, but let's try it again. You never really know. Alright, hello. Got him that time. So, I think Leon was dead. Yeah. So Leon is the first sacrifice of the game. Alright, teleported to the basement. Break out. I just lunged because I got a little discombobulated. But I'm pretty sure that Steve now does not have Gift of Pain anymore. Yeah, I feel like it would be really strong if got him, dunked on him like Shaq. I feel like it would be really strong if it only, like, if you got downed instead of hit again. Because then, if you're down, you know, they can just keep giving it to you and it will just be constantly annoying. Steve is the second sacrifice of the game. And then I start bouncing between lockers. We're gonna wait. Charge teleport again. Looking for everybody. Teleport here. And then, oh, who's this? I love that animation, is so dope. I love that animation. But I heard 2 heartbeats, so I know Yuichi is back behind me. Hook him on the Scourge. He's the 3rd sacrifice of the game. If find the UEG, and then hopefully teleport to a locker to cut him off somewhat. He does it. I can see him, but he can't see me. So he runs into me. And there we have it. That is the fourth and final hook of the game. This build is really, really good, I feel, especially with Dredge, because each works with his power so well. Gifted Pain with the hit and run, and the slow down if you decide to heal. Nurses with the confirmation of Septic Touch value, and the sneak up with his undetectable and Nightfall. That's why Broken Doll is so good, because it makes Nightfall longer. Agitation to increase his terror radius for Septic Touch, and to make sure you get that Gift of Pain. But that is going to be a merciless killer. So in the end game screen, we have two dead hards. Cooper with the parental guidance head-on flashbang build. Lithe, prove thyself, prove thyself. That was a good game. GG's. Alright, I am going to get ready to record the next game. There is going to be a little special for you guys, so that is going to be fun. There's also a brand new part, but yeah, that's going to be it. Alright, so this is just a little bonus game when trying to record for the Perk build series, and I recorded that game after this one, and I just wanted to include this game because it was hilarious. You guys will see. So we got the clicky click Nia, right? We're chasing her. She's not bad, not gonna lie. She stunned me with the pallet and blinded me. Goes for the chain blind. I'm like, alright, go for the mind game, click. Actually vaults it, and then she just leaves. But this is why I get her. She vaults that window, not knowing that that's the basement window. Got the hit on her. I'm like, alright. I thought I heard somebody else, so I just checked. She's still in here. I didn't know. Just click, click, click. Didn't fully blind me, and just left. Alright, so we're continuing chasing her around what I would assume is kind of like Leary's Killer Shack, basically, the library. So we just place a remnant right here, make her throw the pallet down, teleport. She throws it. So I shake my head at her, and then I try to break the pallet from this side, and I can't. So I go over there, and I'm just like, alright, let me break it. Try to pick her up. What the fuck? So basically, she DC'd. Like, she was not having none of my dredge teleportation. So she DC'd. Alright, so I pop out here. The first gen is done. There is another gen over here. So it is the Nia, which I assume is her friend, because they both have like Boon names. Like Boon Offender and Boon Abortion Ban. So like they're dual teleport with the remnant, but I missed. So she runs and loops the other side. But I swing in front of the pallet. I kind of play that off, and it works out. So I pick her up, go to hook her. I'm like, alright, let's get it. So she's making weird noises, and I'm just like, what the heck? I'm like, okay. Yeah, so she wasn't having none of my dredge shit either. They were not enjoying any of that. Alright, so we're back. I pop out the locker and see the engine. Swing at the pallet. I have no idea how I did not get the hit, because I basically rubbed my hand across her forehead like Mufasa. But we're running around. There's not really a pallet in here, which is good. But I hit her before she gets to this pallet, and that hit triggered Nightfall. So I like the zip zoop around in Nightfall because you get killer instinct, so you can kind of track decently. I'm like faking the teleport. She just goes to the god palette, which I would make that decision too. But we're running a teleport now. Beautiful Nightfall teleport. Alright, so I see the Jane, pick her up. I'm like, you know what? I'm still gonna try to get perk value at least. This is basically like a confirmation that this build, well, not a confirmation, because 2 people DC'd, so I didn't really get a test to truly see the build. But now I'm zip-zooping around, hoping to get Killer Instinct on the Jane. I don't really know how far. I think it's 16 meters from a locker when you're inside of it. Already got the hook, so I teleport back. The BT hit. I'm like, go men. That's always what I say. It's like a 12-second action. Unless they get somebody else to do it, then it's 8. Teleport in front of her. Right before Nightfall ended. She dodged my shit, which I was like, okay. And then we got her on the follow-up. So she went down right in front of a hook, you'd think. But no. I'm going for that gift of pain value. So I hook her. I see her healing. Pop out behind her. But she heals fully before I could get to her. So I was like, dang. It's whatever though. Make her vault. I'm a whiff though. Because she kept running. But that is alright. I'm chasing her in. Make her hit. Or get the hit. She pulls off hook. And at that distance I can basically just down her. I'm just like, alright, you know what? I'm just going to end the game. There are 2 DCs. I wouldn't want to keep playing this game either. Down her. I'm like, if she has DS, use it. You know? Like, let's get our perk value and get out. So I go to hook her. But, dun dun dun. Yunjin has Unbreakable. That was so terrible. I'm so sorry. So I teleport back. She probably is already at the hook. You know, it wasn't really smart of me to teleport back. I should have just walked back and cut her off. But I'm just trying to end this game, and they're just like fighting. Which is fine though. I like unhooks. You know, the more hooks you get, the more points you get. So I go for the engine because I know she's not dead on hook. Place my remnant down. Vault it, teleport. Beautiful remnant. Anti-loop. That's I like that about dredge. You know, if you know how to use that right, you can basically, it helps with a lot of loops. Right, she's upstairs because she's in what she thinks is a faraway spot. But Boilover, it was changed because Boilover used to make it so whenever the killer drops from a great height, you get 25% wiggle progress. But they changed it to 33% of your current wiggle progress. So it didn't really work because 33% of not a lot is not a lot. I shook my head at her. I didn't really mean to. It was kind of mean of me. But yeah, that was... I just wanted to put this in because I felt like that game, the 2 DCs in the beginning, they were not having any of it. They were not having any of my bullshit that game. The Nita especially, like as soon as she fucking went down on the pallet, she like unplugged her router. Like DS Unbreakable Dead Hard, Windows, like a loop build, a minute of invulnerability off hook. Alright, so that was the perk build series for Septic Touch. My thoughts on the perk. I think I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. But my thoughts on the perk. Septic Touch is a really good perk. Like it has its place in a lot of builds. You could put it in a hit and run build, you know, in like a anti-healing build. You could put it in an exhaustion build, because it just, you can throw it in so many builds because it's healing based, it's tear radius based, and it gives exhausted. All three of those, you know, are like key point, you know, things to look at. And I feel like with this build, it works so well with Gift of Pain. Gift of Pain, it gives you basically sloppy butcher on unhook. So with the new hemorrhage, it's so much better. If they fully heal, it slows down, and like with nurses, you can see them healing. And during Nightfall, you know, they'll probably be more, you know, open to healing, because, you know, it's darker, they can't really see. But that's why I come in, because I can see them from so far away. And I think it's, I can see them farther from the distance than they can hear me coming, but I'm not 100% sure. But everything in this build, it just works so well with each other. With the Broken Doll to add more to Nightfall for Nurse's value, the Malthinker Skull to charge our Nightfall faster, because people are going to be injured and we're going to want people healing more. You know, I think this is an amazing build. But that's the end of the video. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you're from. My name is Quincy. Hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll keep pumping these videos out. But until next time, have a wonderful day. Peace.
Alright, got me make some baby.